going the distance with local sports. Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, Lawrence County Wildcats. This is the X Sports Network.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Summertown High School for senior night. And if anybody tuned in thinking this was going to be a real professional broadcast and done right, you're wrong, because we have got the law firm back together, much to my surprise. We've got Jeff and Scott Franks in here tonight to help me, so it's an old school reunion that's kind of culminated with my youngest daughter, who is playing her last regular season basketball game here tonight. So I've got two real good friends that helped me get going on this and got the way started. So Scott, Jeff, thank you so much for joining me, guys.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Glad to be here. Good deal.
Scott, you got to be on the call with me at Mount Pleasant. Not much to call girls-wise, but got to see a good-looking Mount Pleasant bunch. What are you thinking coming in here tonight?
Well, you know, on the girls' side, of course, it was pretty much a blowout. I think it was 71-15 or something like that was the final score. The boys' side, of course, a lot closer, and it's going to be interesting. I don't think we've got Kurt back again tonight.
Talk to Coach Long, and if he does get him back, he don't think it'll be at least until the region tournament.
Okay. So that really hurts us inside on our rebounding and all. Really, Grayson's about the only one that could get much of a rebound against this athletic Mount Pleasant team. I mean, they're not unbeatable. We've got to be on our A game and making our shots. And we jumped out on them in the first half up there, and but then they whittled it down and finally took the lead, and there wasn't much we could answer with. Right. But hopefully we'll have a game plan tonight, be able to execute it, and be able to maybe get the win.
Which, Jeff, one good thing, if you still got Grayson Burleson on the floor. He went for 48 the other night at Lewis County and put on a show.
I wish I could say I saw it. I've been watching for watching the individual shows or the streams you guys have been doing, but I missed that one.
Well, he put on a show the other night. But Jeff, 10 years ago, kind of started this process. That baby girl of mine, that oldest one of mine, and that youngest one of yours were freshmen here.
Yep, struggling hard to win a ball game back then.
They did, and I don't know if we finished 500 by the time the regular season was over with, but then won a district championship and just kind of rode from there and did some great things. But it's just kind of a culmination for me, as I'd said, that it's hard to believe I've went through 3 kids up here, especially not being a Summertown guy.
Right. Well, yeah, I was going to point that out before the night got over with.
We finally got you converted.
Don't worry, Timmy lets everybody know where
you're wearing the blue, and
Timmy's own, by the way. He's back here behind us. But yeah, so we gave poor Clint a hard time for years about being somebody from Lawrenceburg and not being blue and that kind of thing. But I think after 10 years of putting some pretty good sweat into this and keeping you guys in the games and being here even when his kids weren't playing, I guess, and he's wearing all blue today.
That's right.
So we'll give it to him.
Timmy, since you've jumped on here, I will, Jeff, I don't know if you remember this. I know Timmy does. It was a softball kind of, Scott, you probably heard this story too, but it was a softball fundraiser meeting type deal that first year those girls were going to go to Gulf Shores.
Yep.
And somebody said, well, Clint, you coached Kaufman for like 4 years. What'd y'all do to raise money? And I said, well, what we need to do. And Timmy said, whoa.
We.
He said, don't say we. He said, you'll always be that god-awful purple and gold. He said, now your kids will be part of us. And to what he said, my kids have been a part of us, and this group, even if they don't like me, they have loved my kids.
Well, so. you're still not part of it.
I'm not asking to be.
Okay, I just need you to understand. We've tolerated you for years.
All right.
You're a good guy.
All right, well, we're going to take us about a 30-second break. Be right back with the starting lineups and national anthem here on the X Sports Network.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Principal Brian Porter and Assistant Principals Kimber and Greg Burleson, welcome to Summertown High School. Tonight's matchup will feature the Lady Tigers from Mount Pleasant and your Summertown Lady Eagles. At this time, we ask everyone to please rise, remove cover, and give our attention to the sound of Summertown under the direction of Mr. Ian Broadfoot for tonight's national anthem. Number 2, Kiana Jones. Number 20, Kinsey Brilliant. Number 22, Madison Workman. Number 23, Ashley Turner. 24, Addison Fitzpatrick. Led by head coach Sharon King and assistant coach Shana Hayes and Ariana Valerie Corlegan. Here's the starting lineup for your Summertown Eagles. Starting senior, Harley Senior, number 3, Emily Frazer. Senior, number 20, Olivia Williams. Senior, number 22, Mackenzie Roberts. And senior, number 21, Riley Wilson.
All right, there's your starting 5 for both squads. Summertown, Coach Jeremy G is going to be starting all 5 of his seniors tonight. Emily Brazier is going to be jumping, Jeff. That's the first kid I ever had jump in a high school varsity game. But Olivia Riggs,
She's going to get it right here.
Rue Campbell, and Braylee Burleson to join her. I don't know that she won it, but we do have it.
We got them all. That's what matters. So
There
she
you go.
won it.
Brazier over to Mackenzie Runnels, drives in, looking for Rue. Brazier going to drive in. Shot goes up short. It might have got bumped a little bit. Now they're going to say it goes out of bounds. They'll keep it with Summertown. Brazier to inbound under her own goal. Feeds it up top to Braley. Spinning, driving, going to be fouled. And that was a little lighter than the last one.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like she just got all ball there.
But either way, it'll send Brady to the line, try to get the scoring started for Summertown. Folks, if you're just joining us, it's kind of a special night, at least for me. The two Franks brothers that I've got here with me may not agree, but
well, that's the reason we're here. It's all about you tonight.
We've got the band back together. We've got the law firm back together as Scott and Jeff Franks are both joining me. As Braley misses both those free throws, and they're going to help me out here on this senior night. A lot of stuff going on here tonight. Since that with it, going to drive in. They're going to call a carry on her.
Out of all that, they got a carry off that.
Yeah, that wasn't the – I'm like you, Jeff. That wasn't the call I thought was about to come up. But here we go.
And don't forget, Timmy's with us, too. We've pushed him to the back seat.
Let me turn him on here.
I'm just hanging out, guys. I'm just listening to the pros.
Frazer, top of the key. Hands over to Campbell. Campbell trying to work on Ariana Jones. Trying to find a seam. Does lay up good. Good take by Rue. Puts a lead 2-0. Summertown up 7 minutes ago in the first. You know, Scott, Jeff, we've all been kind of a part of these games, and it's kind of tough. It's senior night, which if you're Summertown, you're fully not expecting this to be your last game here.
Right.
With only 4 teams in our district, and, you know, you should at least finish top 2 and host that first-round region. And hopefully a sub-state, but, you know, we all know how high school girls are, so they get a little emotional. But you're also in one of these games where you don't know how much you're going to play because it's been a blowout here a lot of times when you play Mount Pleasant. But one thing I'll give these Lady Eagles credit for, you don't see anybody just trying to get theirs. They're still trying to make that extra pass and get good shots. Turner makes 1 of 2 on the free throws. I think that foul was on Braley Burleson. But Summertown has it coming back. Riggs with it. Thought about the 3. Now she'll take it. Step back on its way. No good. Frazer fighting for the rebound, and she gets fouled.
$20 foul on Portmont.
Frazer on the lob to Riggs.
Great.
Goes up. It's no good, but Riggs is fouled. That should send Olivia to the line to shoot a pair. And I tell you what, guys, me and Timmy kind of talked about it the other night at Hohenwald, but I'm assuming that if Summertown can kind of get the ball rolling here and put some points on the board, we're probably going to get to see the 5 that'll be playing next year come in for these 5, with Schaefer not getting a start because it being senior night.
That would be the hope.
Campbell drives in. She's fouled. That should send Rue to the line to shoot a pair.
Like you said, this, you know, not expecting this if you're from Summertown not to be our last game, but being the last game, home game of the season, we didn't want to jinx anybody or put any kind of voodoo on us by assuming that we'd be able to come and talk, you know, call again with you at a home game. So
right.
you got to get what you got.
I think Turner.
Turner, her second.
And it looks like she
Team
may
forward.
be bleeding too, so she came out real quick. Loreno Jones, she's going to check in if the referee will let them, but I don't know. Don't really know what I mean, I know you don't really let them in on a 2-shot foul until the second one.
Oh, they got blood on the floor. That's what he's cleaning
got to
up.
clean things up. Jeff, I was telling a story the other day of us calling the softball state tournament, and somehow we get to talking about
The problem, let me just say, the problem with softball state tournaments is we have way too much time to talk.
it is, and somehow we got talking about it coming down between Summertown and Loretta and so many things, and Jeff saying, well, you know, we should just play it at Lawrenceburg, said, and because God knows they're not using the facility. I said, well, we're fired.
Yeah, well, that was we were on Lawrenceburg radio at the time too. So
First free throw by Rue is good.
And Rue's got all 3 for Summertown here. Make that all 4. She buries both of them. 4-1 lead, Summertown, 6:25 to go in the first quarter.
well, in the
Workman trying to work on Braley. Feeds it up, and now it's going to be thrown away into the Summertown bench. Turned back over to the Lady Eagles.
you know, Mount Pleasant has some good ideas. I just don't think they're not all on the same page. It doesn't look like.
Schaefer is going to check in. She's going to get Runnels, so now we do have a post player in the game. Riggs, step back, 3 on its way, rolls around no good. Campbell with a rebound. Riggs for the Brazier. Calls a walk on Brazier, but I
don't know that I saw that.
want to see Will's replay on that one.
The dad replay right there.
Where was that? Did you see a walk? Hey.
I don't think he was looking at her feet to call that. I don't know.
Riley stepping in to knock a pass away as Mount Pleasant trying to inbound. It will stay with Mount Pleasant. It goes out of bounds off Braley Burleson. I do want to give a shout out to Miss Gretchen Brazier. Boys, y'all ought to see how well decorated and how much food she cooked for this senior night stuff down in that locker room. Rue with a steal. Rue on a fast break. Layup good. Campbell's got all 6 of Summertown's points here to start the contest. Ayana Jones with it, trying to work on Brazier. Now it's going to be stolen by Campbell. Campbell on a foot race again, layup, good.
Now she has all 8.
And it calls a timeout by Mount Pleasant. We'll take it with them here on the X Sports Network.
If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost anything, well, Tenneke Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something new, or just do it room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint? Even a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Tenneke has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Tenneke Properties. Visit Tenneke.com or phone 931-244-4602.
All right, back at it. Summertown 8-1 here early. Summertown still applying the full court pressure. Schaefer going to tip that out of bounds. So Mount Pleasant will have to reset, try to get the inbound in again. Looks like Summertown just in a full court man. Ayana Jones with it. She's broke the timeline. Now getting trapped by Brazier and Campbell. Gets rid of it quickly to Workman. Back to her. Riggs going to tip it away, go out of bounds. Stay with Mount Pleasant. And guys, I don't know if y'all remember him. You've got to remember him. I know you do. But I do want to give a big shout out to our big buddy from Murray County and Mount Pleasant, and from TJ Smalls back in our running days there. Mr. Mo Grimes is tuned in tonight, and he wanted to shout out. So Mo, thank you for tuning in as Braley Burleson hits Schaefer on the transition basket. She finishes the basket.
Oh, Mo. I thought about him the other day, wonder what he's up to these days.
That Mo, I took him to a softball state tournament one time, and we left Champy's Bar and Grill eating afterwards, and he fell and broke an arm and a shoulder and everything else.
Oh, I remember that.
That was an ordeal.
Yeah.
Well, Mo, hopefully you're doing better today than you were the last time you was with Clint.
That's been a while. He's 100% good now. Workman driving in, gets a rebound, can't get that put back, and Schaefer's going to block it. It's going to go out of bounds off Schaefer as Armstrong tried to put that back in.
Those of you who don't know, Mo wrote for the Daily Herald Sports for many, many years.
Him and Marion Wilhorth, they were cohorts.
Yep. Mo was – the game Marion wasn't at, Mo was there. So.
Right. Riggs in the corner for 3, rolls around no good. Brazier with a rebound, gives it back up to Campbell. She'll reset. Riggs, right wing, step back 3 on its way, got it. Levy had a good night the other night at Lewis County. Hit 4 threes and really not a lot of playing time. Mount Pleasant going to throw another one away, turned over to Summertown. As Ella Busby going to check in and get Brazier. Campbell to Braley Burleson. Top to Schaefer. Back to Campbell. Braley on the cut. Give and go is good. That'll put Braley in the scoring column. Summertown extends the lead 15-1 with 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Jones brings it over to Lorena Jones. Now back up top to Ayana Jones. Swatted by Abby Jo Schaefer. Here comes Campbell. Out to Riggs. Three-pointer. Too hard. We had a good view at that one. Workman's going to clear that rebound. Or that's Gray. Hands off to Jones. Since Sad has it, trying to find somebody to give it to. And Campbell's going to come away with another steal. Rue off the glass and good.
10 points for Rue so far.
Rue's got, Scott just said, Rue's got 10 of the 17. Now we're going to get a foul, I think, on Busby.
Be her first, team second.
And for those of you just tuning in, we are here tonight. We're trying to celebrate Clint a little bit for his 10 years of doing the radio. So we're gonna spend a little more time, hang around. He's actually going to be our halftime interview. So he didn't know that till just now.
I did not. I did not. I got told by Brian Porter I need to meet him.
Yep, we're going to do that first.
On the floor at
going to tase him
of the girls' game, and I'm going to get tased for a fundraiser. And I said, I'm out.
Now, I've got a whole list of questions. We're going to start in. So
we'll let you go to the restroom before you get tased, so that there's no accident on the floor.
Appreciate that. We don't need to clean up. They try to feed Workman in the corner. It won't go. Frazer tries to get in the last minute. They're going to let her in, but Long will check in and get Brayley Burleson. There's Ayana Jones will try to inbound. Feeds it up to Turner, who's checked back in. Now Rue's got another steal, another layup, and here she goes, layup good.
They're just going to figure out that throw it around her.
Going to get a timeout. It's a full by Mount Pleasant. Looks like Coach is emptying his bench. He looks a little mad. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the X Sports Network.
Do you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee.
Buying or selling a home has never been simpler or more professional than with Realtor Jacob Patterson guiding you through the process. Jacob is currently featuring this beautiful new construction property in Loretto, Tennessee, located near the Cherokee Hill subdivision.
Hi, I'm Jacob Patterson from Caldwell Banker Southern Realty, and if you're looking to buy or sell or interested in this home that we featured today, just give me a call or text at 931-279-1707 anytime.
All right, back at it after the timeout. Coach from Mount Pleasant just did a wholesale substitution. We got 5 new ones for the Lady Tigers. I think I heard Will saying while we were at break, said these kids just played in the JV game. Going to be dribbled out of bounds there by number 21, Parmount. Parmount. Is that what you got, Scott?
Yeah.
Okay.
Read that score over there.
Frazer, top of the key. Now Long in the corner. Now Busby. Going to dribble it back to the top. Now Pleasant in a 2-3 zone. Frazer with it, top of the key.
Just airing Richland up on Loretta 16-8 right now.
Wow. Richland's got a good squad as Ella Busby buries a 3. That's Scott's niece. I guess great niece.
Great niece.
I'm going to walk.
Well, how am I old enough to have a great niece?
I was going to say, that shouldn't be surprising. If you live in Summertown, you're probably kin to half the people on the floor. So.
We were giving you props the other night, Scott. They said, what do we call Scott? I said, I was calling him the unofficial mayor of Summertown. And I said, I don't know what you call him. Busby for another 3. In and out, no good. Schaefer trying to clear the rebound.
She missed that one, so that's Patty's great niece.
Right. That's the Smith in her.
That's right.
All right, Frazer.
Dubby's probably watching too.
Frazer tries to inbound along. She gets hacked. Don't know if they're going to say it was on the shot or not, but either way, it's the 5th. There's on the 5th foul, so Long will go to the line to shoot a pair.
That was on 34. Webster.
Free throw by Long is good. Second one is as well. 24-1 your score with 1:36 to go here in the first quarter. Boy, Lady Tigers, especially this new 5 they've got, they're having a hard time just getting it across half court, fellas. Frazer walking it up, running point with Campbell sitting on the bench. Picks her dribble up. Busby wide open for three. Side of the rim, no good. Long with the rebound. Up, can't get it to go. They're going to say that goes off of Schaefer. Give it back to Mount Pleasant. Anybody kind of tuning in wondering, I did get a status for Kurt Burleson by Coach Wes Long. Will not be playing again tonight. He's just really kind of hoping he has him back by region tournament. Has torn some ligaments in that ankle, so he said it would almost kind of shock him if he gets him back at all this year. So
that's not good.
Of course, Timmy can tune in on that. Kurt's been a very valuable spark.
Oh, absolutely, he has, and did talk to his mama today, and he does have 2 torn ligaments.
Who?
Reynolds drives in off the glass, runner good.
But that is basically just a twisted ankle, right?
Right.
I mean, you roll your ankle, you tear ligaments, but I think that's harder to get over with sometimes than a break.
Busby to Reynolds, layup, good. Out, drive in. I think they will say gets tipped out of bounds off Summertown, so it'll stay with Mount Pleasant. 38 seconds here to go in the first quarter. You know, Jeff, me and you and Scott, we've done a lot of these calls, and it's just tough. You know, if you're a coach, you don't want to. It's 28-1, all right. And we only have 1 starter on the floor. Well, 2, but. You know, you can't not play them.
Right.
Because you're starting district tournament next week.
They've got to have the floor time for sure. We had a little bit of that trouble back years ago with the 2018 team that went to the state finals. It was
a hard job for Coach Craig McGilchy. Blew out so many teams, but you know, at some point you can't. If you got to have a big time region tournament game, that you can't have your starters and main players only playing a quarter a game.
Right.
Now we're going over the back. Mount Pleasant. Summertown will have it with the work with 20.3 seconds to go. Wouldn't be surprised if they would try to run this clock out. Of course, that's one thing me and you always talk about. If you got a 28-1 lead, why? Just go. If you got something. Frazer to Busby.
Make something exciting. Ooh.
Schaefer trying to feed long in the corner. It wasn't there, so another turnover. Get it back to Mount Pleasant.
Say Loretta has come back in that game. It's now 14-16 at Richland.
Yeah, I didn't think that would stick.
Right. Didn't think it's going to stay long.
No, I wasn't too excited. Not that I would be excited if Loretta was going to lose. You know, I wasn't saying that.
All right. Reynolds going to tip that out of bounds. Still just 11.9 seconds to go. Frazer trying to get her steal, and she does.
Nice.
Up to Busby. Busby, 5 seconds. Too long. 3-pointer at the buzzer. No good. And that's how the first quarter will end. Summertown leads at 28-1. We'll be back in a few minutes here on the X Sports Network.
Hello, neighbors. I'm Janet Alexander, and I'm running for Lawrence County School Board to represent the 7th District. With 40 years in early and elementary education, you could say I've worn many hats. Preschool director and owner, educator, student, administrator, principal, and mentor will just name a few. I've had the pleasure of leading the love of learning with thousands of Lawrence County students through my time as a teacher. After retirement in 2017, I stepped full-time into my role of being Marmee to my 5 grandboys. And although my role as a teacher has changed, my commitment to the importance of education is now more prevalent than ever. Our teachers and students are a precious commodity to our future, and they deserve an advocate. And I would be honored to stand beside you as we ensure that we'll put our students first this March the 5th on Election Day.
All Summertown in the first quarter as Mount Pleasant only scored 1 point. Looks like Mount Pleasant coach has decided to put his starting 5 back in. And Coach Jeremy Jean has his normal starting 5 back in. Sure Reynolds will be right back in here in just a moment. Braley's trying to find a seam. Turner, runner, short. And they're going to call a foul.
I guess
I'm not saying it was the wrong foul, but it was a little late, so I see why.
I think his whistle hung up or something. He was.
Braley's having a hard time getting up. She went down hard on her knee.
I think her arm maybe worn her knee. I don't know. Her elbow there. I think that's what. Not her shooting elbow, though. That foul was on number 22. Workman, her first.
First free throw by Brayley's good. And is the second. Jones throws it, corner, down to Workman. Workman trying to work in on Schaefer, off the glass, and good take by Workman. Makes it a 30-3 score. Fed down low, Schaefer up to Brayley, out to Frazer. Brazier's going to try the runner in the front, rolls around, no good. Schaefer with a rebound, off the glass, and good. Jones with it, trying to work against this 2-3 trap against Summertown. Feeds it over to Turner, now back to Jones. Now they're going to throw it away. Give it back to the Lady Eagles.
Is that Marshall County?
That's
Murfreesboro Central. Up
Magnet,
23-15 on the Lady Cats of Lawrence County.
Of who?
Yeah.
Lawrenceburg.
Yeah. Get him,
Lawrenceburg.
Well, that's what was on the screen. I just read what was on the screen. That's Will's fault.
Frazer takes it in. If she'll get herself on the scoreboard, there's a lot of contact there, and she finishes layup for 2. So I think all 5 of our seniors have got in the scoring column, which is good. Workman trying to drive in. Probably got fouled by Schaefer, no call. Burleson to Frazer. Frazer up to Riggs. Back to Frazer for 3. Too long, rebound Schaefer. Schaefer, turnaround, baseline jumper, rolls around, and rolls out.
You should get something for that.
Frazer trying to knock it away, and she does to Campbell. Campbell, back door to Frazer, left-hand layup, misses it.
Come on, Dad, it's all right.
Yeah. You hadn't done this with me in a while. How many wide open shots did Josie miss, and you'd say
that was by 24. Sinsat with that basket.
Schaefer to Campbell. Going to let the 3 fly. Going to bury it. Rue having a big night here on senior night.
15 for her so far.
Jones picks her dribble up, looking for somebody to get it to. Now feeds it up to Sinsat. Now back to Jones. Now to Turner. Turner has it back now, dribbling top of the key. Fed down low. Now swung across. Now Turner with it back on the left wing. They kind of playing hot potato, Jeff. Turner trying to drive in. I think they're going to pick up a foul on either Riggs or Frazer.
Yeah, Turner's, I've noticed the last couple times on the floor, she's trying to make something happen now. I think she's fed up.
And Jeff, this one coming in here, 6'2" freshman.
Nice.
She came in this year, I think originally from Hickman County, and we knew Abby Joe was out for volleyball, and I was just praying she played volleyball and said she didn't.
No.
Rue's got another steal and another layup. All right, ball's deflected, tipped around, then kicked around, then tied up, and somehow Riggs just going to come out there with it.
Oop, and she gets tripped.
Then gets tripped and face plants the floor.
Foul's going to be on 23. Turner, her third.
All right, so Burleson inbounds. Runnels did check in and get Frazer.
Frazer, yep.
Riggs with it, right wing. Brayley to high post, back to Riggs for 3, short. Campbell fighting for the rebound, and she comes up with another one. They left her open in the corner, so she'll shoot it, and Rue will bury it. Rue making her name, as Timmy can vouch for this, Rue's been making herself a name for this district MVP. And she's got my vote, Timmy, if I get one.
Absolutely. I don't know if our vote counts or not, Clint, but
No,
we'll vote for her anyway.
I don't get one, but if I did,
they should ask us.
She's got 20 of our 42 so far.
Right. I'm going to get, let's see, Mount Pleasant's going to take another 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them here on the X Sports Network.
Truett's Garage Doors in Leoma, Tennessee is your one-stop for new garage door installations for all commercial and residential buildings, plus they offer full service on all existing doors. Need a new garage door opener? Truett's Garage Doors has you covered. As an Amar Gold and LiftMaster dealer, Truett's Garage Doors offers the best pricing anywhere in the area. A family-owned and operated business, Truett's Garage Doors has been helping Tennessee and Alabama residents since 1999. Call the pros today at Truett's Garage Doors, 931-201-6464.
All right, back at it. Summertown leads it in a big one, 42-5, with 4:18 to go in the first half. Runner, no good by Sensat. Summertown clears the rebound. Riggs, Campbell driving out to a wide open Braley Burleson for three. Back of the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound. Sensat's going to come out there with it. Hand off to Jones. Ayanna Jones pushing. Now she's going to reset, clear back out. Feeds it up top to Gray. Now to Workman. Driving in, runner shorted. It might have got partially blocked. Here comes the Lady Eagles. Braley's found a seam, drives in, shot won't go, but Braley's fouled. And that will send her back to the line to shoot two of them.
I believe that'll be on Gray. It is. Her second. Team third.
First one good by Braley. Riley Blackwood will get in for the first time. I think she's going to get Braley, hopefully on a made free throw, but Busby and Long both check back in as well.
Out goes Riggs and Campbell.
Let's see. Only starter on the floor now for the Lady Eagles is Mackenzie Runnell. Ayanna Jones with it. Crossing the timeline. Sometimes just kind of drop back in a 2-3. And we're going to get a steal. Here's Blackwood with it. Riley stops, kicks to Runnell. Runnell trying to find a seam. Now Busby thought about the three. Ella in the corner to Runnell. She will take the three. Side of the rim, no good. Rebound Workman. Workman will walk it up. Now Jones with it. Fed over to Workman, back to Jones. Got a seam, trying to drive. Back out to Workman. Busby gets her hand on the pass, can't run away with it. Now Jones for three, side of the rim, no good. Long clears that rebound. Reynolds had the three, now she's going to drive in. Runner rolls around, can't get it to go. I think they're going to say it goes, it probably should have went off of Blackwood, but they're going to say it'll stay with Summertown. Busby will be inbounding. Three-pointer on its way by Long to too long. Armstrong with a rebound from Mount Pleasant. Jeff, we were reminiscing also. I don't think Scotty was on that call. I think it was me and you and JP, that sub-state game here. I said, I'm sure this gym's been louder, but in my 10 years of watching ball games up here, I've never heard it or seen it more packed than it was. Now, Scotty was our sound man in the public address that night. He had that music queued up before that last second ever went off. I do remember that now.
Yeah, I have a good video of that one.
Jones goes up, makes the layup. She'll check out, I think, as Abby Jo Schaefer will check in. We're going to get a 30-second timeout, but with 2:12 to go, we'll just stay right here with it and tell more stories.
Yeah, there's been several times, and unfortunately, that was probably the loudest I ever remember having the gym. But
I just remember.
I tell you, the one loud and crazy was Gavin Burleson's shot from three-quarter lengths of the floor at the end of the game to force overtime.
Yep.
To send us to a state tournament.
Right.
I was lucky, got to be on the call with AJ on that one, and that was
nuts. Yep.
Still, the best video that ever came out of that's Will putting that banjo music to
Yeah.
it, though. Did y'all ever see that video?
And Les Trotter running around the baseline playing the banjo.
All right, so we're going to resume here. Approaching the 2-minute mark, all Summertown, 46-5. Wouldn't be surprised if we start the second half with just a running clock, not wait till the fourth. We kicked out of bounds off of Ella Busby.
Unfortunately, I remember the COVID year, the 2020 and 2021 season, and it was just us. You know, they wouldn't let anybody in to watch the games. Grandparents
and parents is about all that could get in.
Couldn't be aunts, uncles, all that. And so this place was empty. It's like sitting here watching a practice.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to do whenever you have you're playing Loretto or Lawrenceburg or someone like that in this gym, and you're like used to it rocking. And it was not. It was really hard to. It's hard to call the games, but it's hard to watch
the
too.
gym was so empty. Whether it was me or you doing the public address and playing the music, you would have people saying, "Turn it down!"
Yeah.
Because it was just so empty in this gym.
Yeah, I think I said that a few times.
Right.
Yeah, that was a weird year. We'll talk about that a little bit more too in a little bit. That was, and we've grown a lot from it.
Well, of course, I think all three of us are quick to probably don't have a whole lot of faith in TSSAA a lot of times, but how do you play the first round of the state tournament and get down to the Final Four and then just decide to cancel it?
To quit, yep. Yeah, that's one of those, Loretta they had a go for both boys and girls that year and had a good shot at it.
Busby going to drive in, get fouled. That'll send L line to shoot 2.
Yeah.
As Jeff just told us, he's not on here live, but Jeff said, how do you cancel tennis? And I don't know that either.
That actually came from the other side. So that's, but and that's the funny thing about COVID years. That was the first year we did video.
Yeah.
Before that,
out of necessity.
Yeah, because nobody could come. So the first
ones make both of those.
Yes.
Okay.
The first games that we actually did from an iPad and tried to make it work. And nothing close to the setup that Will has got us going for now.
Oh, gosh.
This is so much nicer.
It took you about 3 years to train me just how to set up the phone and the radio gear.
Back then, we were just shooting it off of an iPad.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
We didn't even have all the cameras set up or anything like that.
But, it took
and we still do it on the radio, too.
It took Jeff and you basically 3 years to teach me how to set up the old radio equipment to work it. There's no – if Will tried to teach me this now, I'd just say I quit. I'm out. Summertown fighting for a loose ball, going to come away with it. Busby's got it, trying to drive in, gets fouled again. That'll send Ella back to the line to shoot 2 more.
That foul will be on Jones. I believe that's her second, it is.
Yeah, that COVID year, I never had, of course, before that, we wouldn't even do every game. It depended on how much radio space, air time we could get. And but then when we had that COVID year, it became that necessity. We had people calling us and telling us how much they appreciate it. It made me realize, wow, we got a lot of people who can't come to these games. That year wore me out, though. That was a lot of ball games.
Well, and I try to make sure people know, because you take things for granted or you overlook it and think this has always been here. Jeff, me and you and Scotty and Timmy, we can't go back and watch any of our kids other than Kane and Emily. We can't go back and watch every game they've played.
Right, yeah.
If we're going to, we got to hope we got an NFHS subscription to watch maybe some of their state tournament games. But other than that, I hope people around here realize how fortunate they are. As long as Will keeps, even if he gets deleted again, as long as Will keeps a hard drive and a backup, people around here, especially at Summertown, will always be able to watch their kids play 10, 15 years down the road.
Exactly.
Technology is a great thing sometimes.
Yep. It just amazes me how quick it's changed. And that's to Will's credit. I mean, he's really taking this to the next level for us. So if you guys see him out, be sure to thank him.
Right. I tell people all the time, if you see him, make sure you thank him.
Oh, nice.
Up and good by Schaefer, and that's going to take us to halftime. Summertown leads at 51-5. We'll be back going over our numbers and stats, and I don't know what all they've got going on halftime, so just stay right here with us, folks.
Please direct your attention to center court for a special presentation from Summertown High School. Since the 2014-2015 season, Clint Frazer has volunteered his time broadcasting Summertown sports, beginning on the radio with the Franks Brothers and J.P. Clint in the earlier years, and in more recent years on the X Sports Network with Adam Lindsay and Timmy King. If you were unable to attend a Summertown sporting event in person over the last 10 years, you were likely able to follow along by hearing the voice of Clint Frazer, regardless of the sport, whether it be football, volleyball, basketball, softball, or baseball. His youngest daughter, Emily, will soon complete her senior season, and Clint will be stepping back from his role as the voice of the Eagles and Lady Eagles. Although he has promised to return and help in future broadcasts as needed. Summertown High School would like to present Clint with his token of appreciation and extend a heartfelt thank you for his 10 years of service to Summertown Athletics. Please show your appreciation for Washington Eagles and Lady Eagles, Mr. Clint Frazer.
Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg is your go-to stop to complete your home, business, a combination of both, or really anything you can think of. With one of the region's biggest selection of bedroom furniture, name brand mattresses, recliners, living room and dining room suites, accents for the home or office, quality name brand appliances, and did I mention Swap and Shop services what they sell? This is family owned and operated business at its best. And the best part is, they'll treat you like family too.
We got bedroom.
All right. As you just saw, I hope you could hear that. That's we did a quick presentation there for Mr.
See if I can hold this up where everybody can see it on
Clint
the camera
Frazer
a little
there.
better.
Gave him a Voice of the Eagles microphone here for his 10 years of service. Again, if you see him out and about, be sure to shake his hand, tell him thanks for the last 10 years, because those of you who can't make it, haven't been able to make it, especially then, like we were talking about before, during the COVID years and all that, makes it a lot easier for you guys to be able to keep up with the Eagles. So,
hey, it's been a fun ride, fellas, and it got started with y'all, and it gets to finish with one of my best friends back here, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing. You know, I've got me a speech I'm going to say when I know it's my last.
You'll be too emotional to say it at that point.
Let's turn Jeff down and clean up a little bit.
yeah. I need to be heard.
There you go.
And but what I was going to say was, you know, I'm pretty lucky. Kids came up here, and we've got, I think, 14 state tournament appearances between all three of my kids. 6 state championships and several state runner-ups, which were hard, especially for me and you, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
On one of those, and but it's been well worth the ride, and it's just been an honor. And thank you, this whole community, for just taking in a Lawrenceburg Central alum.
Clint, I will say, you're always be Lawrenceburg. But
you've already said that once too.
I know, but I got to keep repeating it. But I'm glad you come up here and brought your girls, dude. The friendship that me and you's got now, I don't know that we'd ever had if you hadn't have, and I wouldn't take it for nothing.
Right. There you go.
All right, Scott, you want to go over our first half stats?
Well, as you can tell, I'm a little rusty. So for Mount Pleasant, only got 5 points. So Workman with 2, Sinsat with 2, and Turner with 1. For Summertown, Rue Campbell leading the way with 20. 6 each for Braley Burleson, Mackenzie Runnels, and Abby Jo Schaefer. Let's see, 5 for Ella Busby, 3 for Olivia Riggs, and 2 by Emily Brazier, and also 2 for Long.
Gotcha.
So that's what I've got.
Pretty sure I think everybody, maybe except for Kramer, that played in the first half scored.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So we'll probably see a whole lot of freshmen here in this second half, and get to see what our future Lady Eagles look like. Will take about a 3-minute break. We'll be back getting ready.
No, actually, we're not going to.
Oh, sorry. Go.
No.
Actually,
You're stuck.
I have learned tonight. I'm just going to do what I'm told.
Just sit there and be quiet until I tell you you're supposed to talk. No, all it was, Will gave us a pretty good list here of some things, and I thought this was really interesting because over the 10 years you've been around and all of us tagging along, there's been a lot of we've been to a lot of different gyms, a lot of different places, saw a lot of different games, different sports. It's not just basketball. We've called football, we've called baseball, softball, volleyball. Volleyball is a fun one to call, by the way. I kind of said.
I learned that. I didn't think it would be, but I've learned it the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's interesting because you got to go fast. But he did have some good questions here, and we're just going to do this, and we'll carry this into the third and fourth quarter too, just to get some best concession stand. And all of those, I'll just go around the room here, and the four of y'all, all 4 of us can throw our hat here.
I'll tell you, I think the best basketball concession stand is Collinwood.
There you go.
That's what I was going to say. They got the best grilled bologna sandwiches you can get.
Yes.
And they've got some barbecue nachos that could fill up 4 people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's unanimous. Even the softball. I mean, you go to the softball games too. It's the same way. I mean, so if you're from Collinwood, shout out. You guys have the absolute best concession stand. That's an awesome one. What's your favorite gym to visit?
That's tough because I've been to a lot. I tell you, Gibson County and Westview, even though you don't want to go visit them because they're so tough to play, those are 2 of the prettiest, nicest gyms I've ever been in. Unfortunately, my kids were there in a sub-state game and lost both of them, so I wouldn't say that. But listen, it's hard to beat this old cathedral, even though it's our home gym. I'm still going to put it ahead of all of them. I'll say the Ralph. How's that?
Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to commercial.
That's another source.
I'm going to Ralph.
Next question.
We're going to commercial. Where's the gym out? Is it Gibson County that they play down in? It's kind of in a hole.
Yes,
down in a hole. Yes.
Yeah,
horseshoes.
Yeah. That's a neat gym. All right, so this is a good one. Excluding those still active, I think that's the way we'll put that in there. Can't talk about active ones. Who's the most frustrating referee?
So somebody that's not doing it anymore.
Yeah, you can't call them out, I guess.
Probably have to go all the way back to my day. I don't know.
I'll tell you who one of the best ones I always liked was Major Shelton.
Yeah.
He always did a good job.
Yep.
And I can't think of the other guy's name. Big black guy.
Yes,
bald-headed.
his son went and played football at Ole Miss.
Yeah, I can't think of
I've actually got an old basketball clip of mine, him calling the game, and David Clutcutt, they're recruiting for Ole Miss.
Nice.
Northcutt, Sammy Northcutt.
Sammy Northcutt, yeah.
Yep.
I won't say the worst. He was the best. He was the best I ever had, and did it for a while. I think he was still doing it when Riley was playing.
Yeah. All right. So for your last home broadcast, you're going to have a little class about yourself when it comes to the refs, right?
Right.
Yeah, I get it. I'm with you.
Oh, no, I'll talk about these 3 before it's over with. I don't care to throw a low blow.
Probably the one doing it the longest got to be Curly Marks. He's here tonight.
Oh, yeah, he's here.
And, a lot of folks may not like Curly, but I'll take him every game we got.
Oh, yeah.
And I know he's a Loretta guy, but I'll take him when we got Loretta.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause you know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Jeff, they may be asking me more questions as we go. But
you keep going. We'll throw them in here as we can.
If they want to interrupt me while I'm trying to call a game, they can. Workman with it. Over to Jones. Three-pointer on the way. Can't get it to go. Riggs going to clear the rebound. Campbell's got it. Not going to be in any hurry walking it up. Be interested to see how long these seniors get to play here in the second half. Reynolds had the three. Now they'll call a walk on her. Well, that's another one that I
walk that I didn't see.
saw. Will, tell me that Richland Loretta score again. I just saw it.
29-31.
So there.
29 all.
Still a game.
No. I've got 29-31 over on my screen. Yeah.
Set down low to Workman. Cross-court pass. Three-pointer on the way up and good by Gray.
All right, here's one that we can get in the middle of as we're going. We go around. What's your biggest mistake or oops moment you made on the air?
You know it.
Well,
it's when Riley had that free throw in sub-state that would have gave her 1,000th point.
At MTSU.
At MTSU.
Yep.
No, she got it at MTSU.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But she had it in sub-state.
That's right.
And we'd finally opened that game up and started blowing out East Robertson, and Coach McGill knew 5 coming in, so she knows coming out. All she got to make is 1 out of 2, miss them both.
Yeah.
And I said an explicitive on air.
Yeah, I remember that
and
one.
Jeff scrambling to cut my mic down.
I usually had my finger. I didn't have a delay was the problem. I couldn't. Sometimes I had to predict what was about to happen.
I think one of the funniest moments was over there at Wayne County, and somebody got a picture of it.
I got the picture,
okay,
yeah.
Where he was standing up with the headset on, yelling at the referee.
Yep, I had to get him muted on that one. Yeah, but that one makes it on Facebook quite often.
Yeah.
Well, screaming over the top.
That exact comment was, everybody's ready for tournament time except you 3 explicitives.
Yeah, the funny thing about of course, that was when we had the old equipment and the old headsets and all that. And when Clint got mad, he would basically throw his helmet or his headset off. And so I'm sitting there trying to mute things, keep everybody at home from blowing out their speakers and all, because I'm like, because we know Clint's fixing to go berserk on somebody.
He still does sometimes.
Yeah.
It ain't one of them. It's still there.
I like how he says that like it's more me than it is Timmy now. We were at Collinwood last year and thought the fight was breaking out.
Yeah, we got
Timmy
the picture
throws
up.
his
We got the
headset
infamous
down,
picture
runs
up on the
floor.
screen here. Good old Will's got it ready to go.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
That's her.
Yeah. The funny thing is, you got to think I had to cut his mic off and get my phone out and take the picture, and that's still going on. That's how long it wasn't just like a moment in time. I just happened to snap him. He was screaming for 35, 40 seconds before I got that picture.
That's how good a multitasker Jeff is. and guys, we hadn't had a lot to call. A couple of turnovers on both ends, and so Mount Pleasant has it back now. It's Turner trying to feed to Workman. Braley's going to knock it out of bounds. Guys, I remember last year, I think I almost got in a little bit of hot water with the Giles County fan base. Frazer three-pointer, side of the rim no good. We're going to get Riggs, I think, going over the back.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to come over here and play in this game, but in our gym, because just worried about health concerns. But they were in our district, so they didn't really have a choice. And I said, well, somebody tell them we don't want to play in this gym either, but nobody will buy us a new one.
All right, what's your favorite sport to call on air?
Basketball.
A lot more action than any other sport.
You know, softball, when me and you and Scott could all three sit in a booth or sit somewhere and do it, you didn't have a lot of dead air time. It was okay. Football was okay because usually we could always keep each other entertained, but sometimes there's just a lot where you just feel like you ain't saying nothing.
Right, exactly. We'll call that on Runnels. Is that who they call that on?
But as much as you know me, I didn't want him to play volleyball. Wanted to do like the other two kids, play softball and basketball.
Right.
But that mama threw a wrench in that one, and she let that baby that wanted to play volleyball play it. But I've got to call volleyball the last 2 years, and it has been exciting.
It is fun. You go fast. Softball is the most fun to sit around and chit-chat because you get to shoot the crap a little bit. But the volleyball and basketball is bam, 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 bam. You gotta go.
Kinsey Gray drives in, gets fouled, I think, by Riggs. She'll go line to shoot a pair. First one's good. Trying to put Mount Pleasant into double figures with 5 minutes to go here in the third. And she does. Remind everybody, district tournament is next week. It will be in Loretta at the new gym. Depending on the coin toss, it'll be Summertown the 1 seed or Loretta the 1 seed, as both of them split in the regular season. And fully looks like Summertown set to win this one for them to have matching records. Campbell going to let a 3 go. In and out, no good. Braley with a rebound. Campbell driving in, runner good, and the foul. That'll send Campbell to line to shoot the and one.
And looks like Summertown's about to.
Looks like the starter's night is probably over. Everybody going to come out except for Campbell. Busby will get her, as you have Blackwood, Kramer, Schaefer, and Long all check in. And Rue does make the free throw, and Rue has a big night on senior night.
If she doesn't come back, she's got 23.
I bet her night's over, Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's not, we're about to do something really bad.
Workman driving in, kicks out to Jones. She's going to let 3 go when it gets blocked by Busby. Long comes up with a garbage. She's pushing. Left-hand layup up and good. Guys, we were talking about another one the other night. You remember that call we all did from Columbia Academy, that sub-state game, our boys team in 2018. And that Trey Trotter hits that fadeaway 3 that somehow went in. Now, we did lose it in overtime. But, boy, that was a heck of a contest.
Yeah, we were down considerably.
We were down 20, I think, at one time.
Yeah, that was an intense one.
That was the first year or two of that gym at CA, too.
Yeah, the new gym.
Yep.
Blackwood tries drive in, gets it deflected. Kramer's got it now. Had the shot at the elbow. Now pass going to get deflected. Long trying to chase down, trapped in the corner. Back out to Busby, to Kramer. Top to Blackwood for 3, no good. Down Schaefer. Long had Kramer down there, but doesn't feed it to her. She's going to drive in and get fouled. That'll send Long to the line to shoot a pair. And guys, this was what I was saying, Timmy. You know, we touched on this the other night. We asked Coach Coach Gene about it. He said, well, at that time I wasn't going to change,
I wasn't going to change that.
I wasn't going to put Abby Joe back in.
Yes.
But this is our team next year. Jones is also on, let's say Jones is not out there, so you got Jones who possibly be on the floor as well. We'll be able to play 3 bigs or just 2 bigs, depending on how Coach Gene wants to play. Let's see, what they make? They make both free throws there?
2, 3. Yes.
Long makes both free throws. Now Turner is going to get called for steps. I do want to remind everybody, too, we're going to have all the senior festivities going on here between games. We'll keep this camera rolling and record those for you. So I'll get to be on the floor twice tonight, fellas.
You don't get a trophy this time, though.
No.
It's a good thing you wore your blue.
You're getting the taser this time.
And the putback won't go by Ella Busby, but she is fouled. That will send Ella to the line to shoot to shoot 2. Going to be 4 fouls, I think, Scotty, on number 24, Addison Sensat.
Yes.
Ella makes the first. She's got 1 more coming. Will, do we have a Loretta score?
38-33 Richland.
Wow.
They're in the 4th quarter with 6:50 left.
Richland's got a good squad.
All right, so I got another one. And we've talked about a lot of these. What was your funniest moment on air?
We've already said it. When we've had a ton of them between calling it with you fellas, but I think the funniest is basically me and Jeff. The one when he was making fun of the guy at Columbia Academy as
22.
Addison Workman drives in, finished the layup. He was talking about this guy that's doing the public address for Columbia Academy. He said he sounds like the guy that works the, the Polar Express or whatever at the fair. He said, "You want to go faster?"
I forgot about that.
He said he sounds just like that guy.
Yeah. Their speakers were blown up and everything. It was pretty bad.
I didn't quit laughing for the first quarter. It was just Jeff by himself. But the whole Lawrenceburg comment, we should just play it there, because they're not using the facilities and stuff. And I remember Mouse Campbell texting me as soon as Jeff said that and said, "Easy, fellas."
Well, even Lonnie Box, who was on the board back at the radio station that day, yeah, he texted me and he was like, "Ha ha 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 ha."
Right.
I thought, dude, you gotta be careful. Oh.
Turner going to drive in. Probably should have been a foul call, but it's not. They're just going to call her with a walk. So with a minute to go, it'll give it to the Lady Eagles.
Should have a running clock, of course, in the fourth quarter.
Kramer trying to put on a move, goes up, can't get the shot to go, but she's fouled.
You said she's 6'2"?
That's what I was told. Now, she may just be 6 foot, and we wrote her 6'2" to intimidate people. But
yeah, I was going to say, you got to have your basketball height. And your real height.
In my program, it said I was 6 foot. that wasn't true either. First free throw
Nobody bought that,
by
though.
Kramer was good. Well, if they did, they wasn't scared of it. Second one, good as well. Kramer, I think, with 4 now on the night. Freshman getting in a lot of work.
Good to see a big girl hit the free throws, too. Comes in handy.
Busby going to come away with another steal. Pushing, left-hand layup. Good. Tell you, Timmy can vouch on this. Ella Busby's been having some big minutes and big games here lately, hasn't she, Timmy?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Been fun to watch.
Going to get a full timeout with 34 seconds to go in the third. We'll take our first one in a while with them here on the Exports Network.
Head on over to Shaw Southeast Distributing in Lawrenceburg to find everything you need for your home, business, or fundraiser. To make life easier, Shaw Southeast Distributing now accepts EBT cards. Have a concession stand, food truck, or just your kitchen at home? Leave it to Shaw to fill your shelves with ease. Shaw Southeast Distributing delivers. Family owned and operated. Phone 931-762-7760. Follow us on Facebook or visit us at 1603 Rimke Avenue in Lawrenceburg.
Whether you're shopping in Lawrenceburg, Loretto, Summertown, or Mount Pleasant, Teagan's Food Stores has you covered with the best quality food at the best prices. From Cash Saver to Superama and CB Foods, stop by your neighborhood Teagan's Food Store today.
All right, back at it here. 34 seconds to go in the third. All Summertown, 65-12 lead.
What was our final in the when we played them in Mount Pleasant?
72-15.
Yeah. So tracking about the same.
Jones with it, trying to work on the pesky Ella Busby. Feeds it up to Workman. Going right, almost lose the handle. And then does.
It's uncanny how much Ella looks like her mama did when she played. She's a little bit younger. She wasn't quite as aggressive as Katie always was, but
Whitewood tries to dribble through 2 defenders, and it's going to be picked off and stolen by Workman. Her layup's up and good. Do want to give a shout out, Will, if you get a free second, point this camera down here to my right. I got 2 former Lady Eagles in the house now, Miss Riley Brazier and Miss Jenna Brazier right down here. Going to watch their little sister tonight. So,
how did you end up with such pretty daughters?
Pretty dad. Now that'll take us to the fourth quarter. We'll be back in about 30 seconds getting ready for this final action, and it looks like we're going to have 4 freshmen on the floor doing it. We'll be right back.
Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg is your go-to stop to complete your home, business, a combination of both, or really anything you can think of. With one of the region's biggest selection of bedroom furniture, name brand mattresses, recliners, living room and dining room suites, accents for the home or office, quality name brand appliances, and did I mention Swap and Shop services what they sell? This is family owned and operated business at its best. And the best part is, they'll treat you like family too.
We got bedroom suites, mattresses, dining room suites, appliances, outdoor equipment, mowers, and more. See us at the Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Back at it here is Maddie Gillum, Ellie Lou Mason, Lauren Howell, and Hadley Campbell join Kramer. Kramer first shot in the fourth. Finishes it from the elbow, puts Summertown on 67. Got Drew Campbell going to check back in. Campbell driving, or not Campbell, Gillum driving. Can't get that right hand layup to go. She's fouled. That will send Gillum to the line to shoot 2.
Should have a running clock here, I would imagine. If the scorekeeper's doing the same math I am.
Yeah. Apparently they stop it during free throws now. Used to, we didn't do that.
Right.
Campbell's going over here to get a chance to play with her little sister. I think probably what this moves for. We want to see maybe Rue feeding Hadley and getting Hadley some points here on senior night. I had the pleasure of that happening. None of my kids liked each other. They wouldn't pass it to each other. Wouldn't pass it.
Let's keep away.
Well, let me take that back. Riley would pass it to Jenna, and Emily would pass it to Jenna, but Jenna wouldn't pass it to either one of them.
Jenna was open. Just ask her.
Shooter's got to shoot.
It's like Jenna was always open.
And maybe I was wrong on that, too, because Riggs is set to check in, too, so I think we're just going to get maybe a ovation for Rue, as Riggs going to get those. So
there we go.
Olivia Riggs going to get Carly Campbell, give her a send-off. We may see it for the other 3 seniors as well. Riggs with it now, crossing the timeline. Feeds it out. Howell for 3, short. Now Frazer's going to come in, probably do the same thing. Riggs get her a send-off. Hadley, shot gets blocked a little bit. Armstrong with the rebound, tipped around. Jones going to come out of there with it. Pushing up, goes right to the worst corner in the history of high school basketball. We're going to turn it over.
It's sort of like the Bermuda Triangle down there. You don't want to get in that corner.
Frazer going to get Riggs. Riggs going to get her a send-off here on senior night, last regular season game. And Em will walk it up now, and I'd say you'll see Braley or Runnels. Runnels will be checking in next for Frazer. Maddie to Frazer. She left open. Em said, "You going to put me back in?
I'm going to shoot it."
Hadley goes up, can't get the foul call. Graham
or
Howell goes up, can't get the foul call. Now fight on the floor. We're going to have a tie-up and I think a foul. But that will get...
Curly pointed to the other referee like you reported, and the guy's like, I didn't have a foul.
I didn't see it.
Runnels will get Emily Frazer in her last regular season game here at Summertown. Braley's up to do it as well. So she'll probably be getting Runnels, and that'll wind up our senior. Like we said now, we told Coach Jeremy Cheen the other night, Coach said, well, everybody makes a deal out of senior night, but it shouldn't be our last game in this gym. And I said, yeah, usually the ones that know it's your last game in a regular season, you're probably not very good.
All right, that's it, yep.
No disrespect if we have any Mount Pleasant viewers listening either. Sorry, I don't need any hate mail. Workman goes up off the glass and good. That will send Addison Workman to the line. But I think it's pretty safe to say that girls' side. I'm not saying boys. Our boys may be traveling that first round. But I think it's pretty safe to say that as Mackenzie Runnels will get her standing ovation from her team and fans and check out one last time. Workman's and one opportunity is good. Yeah, but I don't think Summertown or Loretta girls are worried at all about not hosting a first-round region game. Hadley trying to feed down low to Ellie Lou, going to throw it away. Kramer's going to check in real quick.
That's good.
And that will get Braley out. Congratulations, Braley Burleson.
All right, I'm going to finish up my list here.
Go ahead.
While we're doing this. So what was your favorite broadcasting, and all 4 of us get to answer this one, your favorite broadcasting moment, period. What was the best game, the best thing you pick it? What was your favorite broadcasting moment in 10 years?
Well, that first state championship in softball. I remember I had the microphone and was downstairs, and you and Scott were upstairs. I went down that last inning, and my God, I felt like we were never going to get third out.
Yep, I remember that.
You know, because I'm just waiting to go out and talk to the girls and the coaches and stuff like that. But that first one was great. Like I said, I got to be on the luxury of Gavin Bertelson hitting one from Gene McBee court right here to send it to overtime, and then eventually take Summertown to the state tournament for the first time in a while on the men's side.
Yep.
But honestly, my favorite is getting the call, or you guys actually getting the call, and be on it with you, though, when Riley made her 1,000th point in the Murphy Center. That's something I won't ever forget.
Yeah, I would say you mentioned it earlier, the Moore County game here, their sophomore year, I guess it was, the 2016, I guess it was.
Yeah.
That win, because nobody really expected us to win it. And I've got a video that every year when it comes up my memories on Facebook, I'll be sure to post it again of the last seconds of that game. That was a lot of fun to call. Of course, saying it's fun to call when you're a nervous dad.
Yeah.
It's hard to call them anyway, but
yeah, and we're up, and I remember that game as well. Summertown, Moore County's fouling Summertown the last 2 minutes, and we couldn't make foul shots.
Yeah, it wasn't helping us at all. Scott, you got anything?
I'm over here trying to keep books. So.
You don't get to go down memory lane.
Hadley Campbell will get her name in the paper. She makes the first free throw. Got one more coming. Can't get that one to go. Gillum trying to fight for the rebound.
You realize if I miss some kid's points and Granny's watching, I'm going to be in trouble.
They'll be all right. They'll be all right.
That's true.
What's yours, Jeff?
Mine was that Moore County.
Game.
So I did have my last question on here. We got a minute left in this game. My last question was, what was and this is for the three of us, what's your favorite Clint moment?
Oh, God.
Favorite Clint moment?
Yeah.
Lord.
They all run together.
That's what I was thinking. There's been so many.
I go back to the one at Wayne County where he stood and yelled at the referee during that broadcast. That's got to be one of the classics.
We actually have a picture of that one, so that helps.
That one was rough. Lou Mason for three. Can't get it to go. Gillum coming in there. And I told Timmy this the other night. Maddie Gillum down there. Brandy and Phil's middle daughter, she reminds me a lot of Jenna Brazier. She's mean.
Yeah.
She gets after it now.
That's what
she
I said.
really go with that ball, that's for sure.
Well, she's a firecracker, buddy. She's got to get it from her mama, because I don't know that I've ever seen Phil Gillum get excited about anything. I don't know. He's just laid back and easy going.
Howell with in the corner, 15 seconds. Now back to Gillum. She'll let the three go.
In and
out, no good. Tipped around. Then stolen by Gillum.
Probably that long in her.
Trying to feed one down low. It's going to go out of bounds, and that will do it for us. Scotty, do we need to take a break, or do you think we can shoot enough bull right here while you finish it up?
I can finish it up. Go right ahead.
All right. Let's see. Well, I can't say what my favorite Clint moment is, but I can say I've already said what my favorite Jeff and Scott moment was. I mean, God knows they're not using the facilities.
Well, my favorite moment we can't repeat it on the air because it was behind the scenes while we were on the air. But if you ever see Clint at his barbershop, just ask him to tell you the story.
Yeah. There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
You're talking about Substate Robertson County.
Yes. No. I was talking
tournament.
I was talking about state tournament with this softball state tournament with Goodlettsville. Or Good Pasture.
Yeah.
All the blondes.
Yeah. And I'm not going to tell the East Robertson basketball East Robertson basketball story either. But anyway, Scott, I'll leave it y'all.
All right.
You go over your stats. And
quickly, unofficially, because I may have missed some here, but I've got Campbell with 23, Schaefer with 6, Long with 6, Riggs with 3, Runnels with 6, Busby with 9, Burleson with 6, Kramer with 6, Gillum with 2, and Hattie Campbell with 1. And then on the Mount Pleasant side, Jones with 2, Gray with 5, 9 for Workman, 1 for Turner, 2 for Sensat, and 2 for Webster. So with that, I think we're ready for the senior night.
Going to keep it right here?
Keep it right here, and we'll turn the mic over where you can hopefully hear the PA announcing.
First, we would like to recognize Miss Emily Frazer. Emily is the daughter of Clint and Frazer. She has played basketball since first grade and plans to attend Columbia State after high school. Miss Emily Frazer. Next, Miss Brady Burleson. Brady is the daughter of Chandler and Amy Burleson. She has played basketball since first grade and has been involved in Summertown basketball since the 6th grade. After high school, Brady plans to play softball at Columbia State. Miss Brady Burleson. Next, Miss Carly Rue Campbell. Carly is the daughter of John and Stacy Campbell. Carly is also a member of the SHS golf team, Beta Club, Leadership Lawrence, and Yearbook. She has played basketball since first grade and has been involved in Summertown basketball since the 6th grade. Carly's plans after high school are to play golf at the University of Kentucky and get a degree in human health science. She then plans to either go to an LPGA tour or physician school to become a PA. Miss Carly Campbell. Next is Miss Olivia Reeves. Olivia is the daughter of Bill and Chelsea Reeves. Olivia is also a member of the Beta Club Leadership and was just awarded Miss SHS. She has played basketball since first grade and been involved in Summertown basketball since the 6th grade. Olivia's plans for after high school are to attend Columbia State to become a teacher. Miss Olivia Reeves. Mackenzie Reynolds. Mackenzie is the daughter of Josh and Andrea Reynolds. She has played basketball since the first grade and been involved in Summertown basketball since the 6th grade. Mackenzie is also a member of the SHS volleyball team, softball team, Leadership Beta Club, and Internet Club. Mackenzie's plans for after high school are to attend community college in Alabama for 2 years and then attend the University of Alabama to become a physical therapist. Miss Mackenzie Roberts. Next is Mr. Tom Brown. Tom is the son of Tanner and Jim. Tom has played basketball for 10 years. He plans to go to UNA to become a physical therapist. Tom is also a member of the SHS football team and was also recently voted as Mr. SHS. Mr. Tom Brown. Miss Emily Brand. Emily is the daughter of Charles and Christy Brand. She has played in the band for 6 years. Emily is first chair clarinet, band librarian, co-secretary of the Beta Club, and a member of the leadership of FCA and Book Club. Emily's plans for after high school are to attend Austin Peay to become a writer. Miss Emily Brand. Mr. Luke Calvin. Luke is the son of Richard Calvin and Vicky Calvin. He has played in the band for the past 4 years. After high school, he plans to attend TCAT for building and construction. Mr. Luke Calvin. Mr. Philip Newbold. Philip is the son of David and Sandra Newbold. Philip is the field commander and the baritone saxophone player of the band. He has been a member of the SHS band for 6 years. Philip plans to attend MTSU to become a music producer. Mr. Philip Newbold. Next is Mr. Matthew Fitzgerald. Matthew is the son of Brandon and Wendy Fitzgerald. He is a member of FFA and the percussion captain in the band. He has been a member of the band for the past 4 years. Matthew plans to attend MTSU for 4 years and become a law enforcement officer. He would also love to be a criminal justice teacher. Mr. Matthew Fitzgerald. Next is Mr. Ronnie Thomas. Raleigh is the son of Jody and Shauna Thomas. Raleigh plans to attend TCAT for Computer Information Technology. He has been a member of the band for 4 years. Mr. Ronnie Thomas. Next is Miss Hallie Golden. Hallie is the daughter of DJ and Stephanie Golden. Hallie has cheered for the Eagles for 1 year. She is also a student council, Beta Club, Interact, FPLA, and Book Club. Hallie's plans after high school are to pursue going to college and possibly studying abroad. Her end goal is to become a videographer. Miss Hallie Golden. Next is Mr. Luke Howell. Mr. Luke Howell is the son of Adam and Carrie Carroll and Jeremy Howell. Luke has been on the SHS cheer squad for 2 years and is currently the co-captain. Luke is also a member of Student Council, Interact, FFA, and Virtual Enterprise. Luke's future plans are to attend college and become a plant geneticist. Mr. Luke Howell. Next is Miss Teresa Nelson. Miss Teresa Nelson is working tonight with her mother, computer science, and her grandparents, DL and Ms. Delania Science. Miss Teresa has been a cheerleader in SHS for 2 years. She was also named as All-American cheerleader this past summer. Miss Teresa plans to continue cheering in college. Give it up for Miss Teresa Nelson. Let's give